Albert were what you'd call thwarted. He had long had an ambition which were to save up and go to Australia. The saving up, that were the itch. He'd a red money box on pot shelf, a post office thing made of tin, but within, and his dad and the bread knife, it never had anything in. He were properly held up for bobbins, as folk at mill used to say, till he hit on a simple solution. He'd go as a young stowaway. He studied sailing lists daily, and at last found a ship as would do. SS Tosser, a freighter from Fleetwood, via Cape Horn to Woolloomooloo. He went off next evening to Fleetwood and found her there loaded and cold. Slipped over the side in darkness and downstairs and into the hold. The hold that were choked up with cargo. He groped with his hands in the glue, squeezed through bars of what felt like a grating, and found he had plenty of room. Some straw had been spilled in one corner. He thankfully threw himself flat. He thought he could hear someone breathing, but he were too tired to fret about that. When he woke, they were out in mid-ocean. He turned and in light which were dim, looked straight in the eyes of a lion that were lying there, looking at him. His heart came right up in his tonsils as he gazed at that big yellow face. Then it smiled, and they both said together, "Well, isn't world a small place?" The lion were none other than Wallace. He were going to Sydney too, to fulfil a short starring engagement in a cage at Taronga Park Zoo. As they talked, they heard footsteps approaching. "Someone's coming," whispered Wallace, quick-eyed. He opened his mouth to the fullest, and Albert sprang nimbly inside. 'Twere captain on morning inspection. When he saw Wallace shamming to doze, he picked up a straw from his bedding and started to tickle his nose. Now Wallace could never stand tickling. He let out a mumbling roar, and before he could do aught about it, he'd sneezed Albert out onto the floor. The captain went white to the wattles. He said, "I'm a son of a gun." He'd heard of beasts bringing up children, but were first time as he'd seen it done. He soon had radio crackling and flashing tale far and wide of lad who'd set out for Australia, stowed away in a lion's inside. The Cape were jammed with reporters when they docked on Australian soil. They didn't pretend to believe it, but 'twere too good a story to spoil. And Albert soon picked up language when he first saw the size of the fruit. There was no more by gum now, or champion. It were wacko, too right, and you beaut. They gave him a wonderful fortnight, then from a subscription they made, sent him back as a parcel for Britain, carriage forward and all exes paid. Thank you very much.